Hey guys, I just wanted to run you through a quick look at the setup I've got here on my Twink. It's probably not perfect, there are still bits that I can improve on, but this is what I'm running at the moment. So it's definitely worth starting with the engineering goggles to go for that over the BOA headset, because obviously, as you can tell, item level 57, so the stamina and the versatility stats are through the roof for those. Only downside is that you can't transmog it, which it sucks a little bit. But other than that, they look pretty cool and they're definitely worth having. And someone's standing in front of me right there. We got the neck, which is the BOA neck. Definitely the best option you can have because not only can you use the usability in battlegrounds and arenas now again, as Blizzard have changed all the function of the way battlegrounds and arenas work, so twinking is a bit more fun again. You can also enchant it with Mark of the Hidden Satire, which I actually don't know how much damage it does, but it seems to have quite a nice effect, and it's definitely worth having there. What I did was I just had it enchanted on my main and sent it over via the post, which you can do with all your BOA stuff. So even the enchants on stuff that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do yourself, on a BOA bit of gear, you can send it over via your main, so you can do that. Exactly what I've done with the Shadowcraft Spalders. So I've gone for the crit over the haste. Again, not really sure if that's the best option, but I've gone for the 2 agi, 1 crit strike enchantment. So basically, on the AH, you're looking for the cheapest option of the ones called Tiger Claw. There's an epic version and there's a blue version. For Twinks, they scale down to the exact same, so just get whatever's cheaper on the auction house. For your cloak, there is an enchant called Shadow Armor. I haven't tested to see if you can do this on a non-BOA bit of gear, but you can certainly do it on a BOA bit and send it over via your main, like I said before. And so this one's 3 agi, 7 armor, which is significantly better than any of the other enchants around. And a lot of people spend a lot of gold and kind of search auction house for this, but you don't actually need to, especially if you've got a main or an alt with enchanting. All you need to do is get to Old Dalaran, and then you can buy the formula, and it costs you 4 dream shards. So go to Old Dalaran, buy it for 4 dream shards, and then the mats themselves are not that expensive. To get to Old Dalaran, the best option is to go via the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, and then within there, wherever you kind of end up, there's some portals. One of them's to Dalaran, and it still takes you to the old version. So you can grab that for a lot cheaper than you would on the auction house. You got the Stained Shadowcraft Tunic here, the BOA. I think probably the item level 25 stuff's better, but I haven't got that yet. The item level 25 stuff you can get via dungeon runs or at the end of your battlegrounds, but most of the time you're going to get green item level 22, so just persevere, keep trying. It's all a bit of RNG, a bit of luck. But you can put +7 all stats, so what you're looking for here is glorious stats. If you're buying it off the AH or if you're enchanting it yourself, it's enchant chest glorious stats. I've gone for 2 agi on the braces. I've seen people with +2 all stats, but I can find +1 all stats, and I can find +3. But that only works if you're level 25, so I can't figure out how people are getting +2 all stats, so just go for something relevant to you, intellect, agility, whatever it might be. And then on the old gloves, I think this is usually labelled as +15, but scales down to 4, so just find any enchant that kind of gives you +4 agility. No enchant on the belts. For the legs, unless you've got the item level 25, bit of legs, it's probably best to go for the BOA with one of the leg enchantments that you can get. I think it's +2 crit, +2 agi, something like that. And you can do that by enchanting it on your main, sending it over. But once you get the item level 25 legs, these are very roughly similar. So these are, I've decided that these are a better option with a reinforced armor +1. So it's not kind of an amazing enchant, but at least it's something. On your feet, you are looking for blurred speed enchant. So you've got the 2 agi, you've got the minor speed increase. The minor speed increase being really important, obviously, so that you've got just that little bit of an edge on other people who don't have it, so you can catch up to people. Because obviously, even if you've got your heirloom mount, you can't use it in arenas or BGs. So that's really important. Your rings can be enchanted. These somewhere between 40 and 60 gold usually on the auction house. So just have a look for your relevant ring enchant. You'll see that they're all +1 no matter which one you go for, and there are some which are kind of blue enchants, 4,000 gold plus, or you can get the green enchant which does the exact same thing. And then for your weapons, you're looking at Elemental Force. At least that's what I found to be the best one. It does a little bit of extra damage, and you can pop it on your own weapons. So that is your best option. Just going through the gear, and obviously I started with the engineer's goggles, so go for those for sure. Just level up your engineering. You can get it up to 300 now. You only need 290, so 280, sorry. It is expensive, but it's definitely worth it. And then you've got your BOAs, so hopefully you'll be able to have access to all of those. Like I said, some of them might be good to be replaced by some item level 25 stuff, like my bracers. So just kind of look around for bits and bobs. What you should do is a few dungeon runs. It might not be that entertaining, but they're much quicker at getting gear than going through the BG route. So if you want to get your gear quickly, then you'll just have to do a few dungeons. I went for scouting gloves of the Aurora, mostly just because I had these equipped for probably since I was like a vanilla twink, and they seem to be pretty good still. Like I imagine the level 25 stuff is better, but right now scouting gloves are going to be a very solid choice. Here, a couple more item level 25 bits of gear, so really it's a lot of grinding dungeons and BGs. And then Feet of the Lynx, still pretty powerful in my opinion. These are bind on equip, so you can pick them off up off the AH, but there are plenty of alternatives that have slightly reduced stats, and eventually I'm sure I'll upgrade these through the Dungeon Finder too. Signet of Argus, I've got 2 because I transferred this guy to Horde to get a second version, and then back again to Alliance. But this is available through a quest that you can do on Alliance and Horde. The quest is called Never Again, and you can pick it up in Ashenvale. So just have a look on Wowhead for that one. Arena Grandmaster, you can get a BOA version of Arena Grandmaster now, which isn't exactly the same. It's not, I wouldn't say it's necessarily better, but it's called the Defending Champion. It's got 7 stam, 5 versatility, and then it's got a use effect which increases your maximum health by 10%. So what you need to do is you need to have completed the Arena Grandmaster at the Gurubashi Arena 12 times, and then on the 13th time, once you've got your normal Arena Grandmaster trinket, you'll get the BOA version. As far as I'm aware, you have to do it on the character that you already got your Arena Grandmaster on. So what you'll have to do, well, what I'll have to do is, because I've done it on my Twink during vanilla, I'm going to have to go back on my Twink. So this is why I haven't got it yet. I'm going to have to get someone to boost me. Otherwise, there's no chance I'm going to survive the arena. And then, so my second trinket will eventually be that. The Inherited Mark of Tyranny is a good alternative. It's got a slightly better use effect, the same amount of stamina as the Defending Champion, but no versatility. There's also a Dark Moon Fair version of the Defending Champion trinket, so if you really want to, I'm not sure how long it takes or what you have to do, but you can get the Defending Champion and the Dark Moon Fair equivalent, so pretty good stamina, nice bit of extra versatility, and a couple of use effects there too. Gutterblade, it has been grandfathered, so you can't get that anymore. Really nice weapon. Can't decide whether lacking the agility and the crit and all that from the other weapons that you can get is worth the extra 1.1 damage per second, but I'm feeling like it's pretty strong. And then the backup weapon I have here is Butcher's Cleaver. This one I got from a dungeon drop, and it's pretty average, but it's quite strong. It's got decent stats, so it's replacing my Shadow Fang, which was great back in the day. I'm not sure it's as strong anymore. It's it's lacking all of the rest of the stats there. It does have the Shadowy Bolt for 8 damage, but it just doesn't seem strong enough for me. Then you've got the BOA weapons, which are perfectly good alternatives as well, which of course you can also enchant with Elemental Force. So that is all of the gear I've got. I've tried different things. I've had different bits of gear equipped. I'm still trying to upgrade, but it's just a bit of a sense of the sort of thing you can achieve.